Prabhupada ki jai, Charodama Chare Chare Chas Madhavrinda ki jai, Karamat Karaj Shri Chaitanya Mat ki jai, Shri Keshav Gaudiya Mat ki jai, Shri Gaudiya Nath Samiti ki jai, Shri Harinama Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Mahamanta Hari Krishna ki jai, Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Ananta Komishna Vrinda ki jai, Samagada Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premananda, Hari Hari Bol.
So we will sing Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gayate because now today we are beginning our Radha Katha, and so that song must be sung. Written by Srila Rupa Goswami. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Oh Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinatha, Radha Gopinatha Radhe. जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा विनोद बिहारी राधा विनोद बिहारी राधे जय राधा गोकुल नंद राधा गोकुल नंद राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा रमन राधा रमन राधे जय 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 राधे राधे जय राधे राधे जय जय माधव दाइते राधे जय जय माधव दाइते जय राधे जय जय माधव दाइते गोकुल तारुणी मंडल मोहिते गोकुल गोकुल तारुणी मंडल मोहिते गोकुल जय राधे जय जय माधव दाइते जय राधे जय जय माधव दाइते जय राधे जय जय माधव दाइते दामोदर राखी वर्धन वेशे हरि निष्कुत वृन्दाविपिनेशे Damodar Rati वर्धनवेशे हरिनिष्कुतवृन्दाविपिनेशे जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते वृषभानुदधि नवशशिलेके ललिता सखी गुना रमिता विशाखे भानुदाधि ओ वृषभानुदधि नवशशि लेके ललिता सखी गुना रमिता विशाखे वृषभानु जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते करुणां कुरु मयि करुणाभरीते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते ओ करुणा कुरु मयि करुणा भरीते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते करुणा जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते जय राधे जय जय माधव जयते गोकुल चारुणे मंडल मोहिते गोकुल चारुणे मंडल मोहिते Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Krishna Jaya Krishna Jaya Shri Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hari. Gaura He, Gaura He, Gaura He, Gaura He. Nitai He, Nitai He, Nitai He, Nitai He. Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Gurun Dinataranam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tvishe Nama Nityanandam Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalau Kalmasha Nashaya Janava Pataye Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Suruto Bangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarvasva Padam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadha Srimad Ratanagar Singhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtali Bhi Sevyamano Smarami Shriman Rasarasaram Bivam Shivata Tatakstitaha Karshan Venu Swanair Gopir Gopinata Shriyestuna Bhaktya Vihina Aparadha Lakshai Kshiptascha Kamadi Taranga Madhye Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Numaste Charanarvindam Ha Devi Kakubara Gad Gadayadya Vacha Yache Nipatya Bhuvi Dandavadud Bhatarti Asya Prasadam Abudasya Janasya Kritava Gandharvike Tavagane Gananam Videhi Gandharvike Nijagane Gananam Videhi Tavaivasmi Tavaivasmi Najivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanantike Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astottara Sata Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. I'm then offering my same unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Siksha Gurudevs, Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa, Astottara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak, Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astottara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my Dandavat pranams at the lotus feet of all of my Sri Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga and all of my Siksha Guru Varga. And I offer my Dandavat pranams at the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas and all the Vaishnavis. So, in a few days from today, we will have this great, incredible celebration of Sri Radhastami that is on the 11th of September, next Wednesday. So today, Friday, and also day after tomorrow on Sunday, we are going to begin Radha Katha, which is not a very easy thing to do because it's so unlimited. But I've been reading, and there's ultimately this whole book, The Secret Truths of the Bhagavatam, the culmination of it is Radha and Krishna and the gopis. So the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, that topic of Radha and Krishna and the Braja Gopis is the main topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, and amongst those topics that are mentioned, the moods of Radha and Krishna. These are the deepest secret truths in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And of course we know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the combined form of Sri Krishna himself, combined with Srimati Radharani, her golden color, her bhavs, all of her moods. Krishna has come to taste these, to experience these moods, Mahabhav Unnata Ujjvala Rasa of Srimati Radhika specifically. So that incarnation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without him and without worshipping him, it is impossible to enter into the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. It is not possible at all. What is the proof of this? Narottam Das Thakur has written this most important song that we've sung many times. Gauranga bolite habe, pulaka sharir, hari hari bolite, nayane babanir. First of all, Mahaprabhu came to give Harinam, Prem Nam Sankirtan to the Jivas. He came to give that as the means to which the Jivas will be able to gradually, step by step and stage by stage, they will be able to develop their loving propensity to Krishna, and ultimately to Krishna and his internal potency, Radha and Krishna. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this 16-word Mahamantra to all of his devotees and to the whole world. Mahaprabhu has given this Mahamantra, which are the names of Radha and Krishna. And why did Mahaprabhu give this Mahamantra? Because everything is within this Mahamantra. all their pastimes, their forms, their beautiful abode of Vrindavan Dham, all of their eternal associates, and even all the living entities, like the animals of Vrindavan forest, the cows, the peacocks, the swans, all the birds, cuckoos, they are all within the Mahamantra. All these pastimes will reveal themselves when someone can actually come to the stage of chanting Shuddha Nam, the pure name of Krishna. That is not something that just anyone can do. If someone wants to gradually come to that great achievement in their life, they will have to practice very, very diligently. Practice chanting the Mahamantra according to the rules and the regulations which have been given by Srila Rupa Goswami, which have been given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami, to Sanatana Goswami. And the 6 Goswamis are the perfect example. They are his direct disciples. And they are the perfect example of how to attain the highest levels of Krishna Prema and to become absorbed day and night, even forgetting to sleep, absorbed in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So although the Mahamantra appears to be a very, very simple, each word has 2 syllables, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. But within these 16 words, 32 syllables, the entire Ashtakaliya Leela, how Krishna is performing his eternal pastimes in the forest of Vrindavan, in the Nityadham, and within all of the universes of this world. He is performing all of his sweet pastimes in a 24-hour cycle. That is called Ashtakal. So Ashtakal means 24 time periods. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has analyzed this subject matter very minutely. And he has presented all of his deep, deep realizations in his own bhajan, which is called Bhajan Rahasya. Rahasya means very, very confidential, very secret. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur has revealed there in that book that the 8 pairs of names, there are 8 pairs of names. First pair, Hare Krishna in the Mahamantra. Second pair, Hare Krishna. Third pair, Krishna Krishna. Fourth pair, Hare Hare. Fifth pair, Hare Rama. Sixth pair, Hare Rama. Seventh pair, Rama Rama. Eighth pair, Hare Hare. So these 8 pairs of names are completely representing, as I already told, the 8 time periods of Krishna's pastimes throughout the 24-hour period, Ashtakal. That's why there are 8. 8 is a big number for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Srimati Radhika, she has expanded herself in 8 forms of gopis. They're called the Ashtasakis. And Radhika has also expanded herself as the Ashtamanjaris by manifesting various features of her transcendental, beautiful spiritual form, her moods, everything. So, 8. And then there are 100. When we chant on our Japamala, The beads given, the Tulsi Mala given by Sri Guru at the time of initiation. So those 108 beads, they are representing the 108 gopis in Goloka Vrindavan, who are always surrounding Krishna. But if you'll notice on your japamala, there is a string tied after the first large 8 beads that is representing the Ashtasakis, who are none other than Radharani herself. She has expanded in 8 different forms, with 8 different personalities, beautiful, beautiful, extreme, to facilitate Krishna's enjoyment and happiness and relishing and tasting of rasa. So the 8 pairs of names are representing the 8 time periods of Krishna's pastimes, which are going on in an eternal, never-ending cycle. But in Goloka Vrindavan, there is no past or future. There is no such thing. Only in material time there is past. What we're doing now, in a few hours, it will be past. And we cannot, again, experience. And what we will try to do in the future, there is a future. But in Goloka Vrindavan, there's only the eternal time that is present, Nityakal, permanent eternal time present. But yet, there are 8 time periods. And we know, just like in this material world, people have a 24-hour period, they go about their lives. Sometimes in this period they go to sleep, then they wake up, then they eat breakfast, then they go to their work, or they do what their occupation is, and like this. And then there is leisure time and so forth. So Krishna's, everything within this world is actually a perverted reflection of the eternal pastimes of Krishna with his associates, Radha and Krishna. Everything here is a perverted reflection of that. And the problem is that each one of us, conditioned souls, we are trying to imitate Krishna. We are trying to become the enjoyer. But this doesn't work because it's not the eternal reality. It's the illusion given by Maya. You see, I am the enjoyer, and I'm enjoying together with my wife, with my husband, with my children, with my father and mother. All of this is there in the material world, but it's perverted reflection. And it's also full of what? Dukkalayama shashvatam. It's full of suffering. Full of suffering. You can see it anywhere you look. In, the regular news that people watch, or different channels on YouTube talking about famous people and their lives and so forth. But no one is avoiding suffering. Doesn't matter. They may be billionaires, trillionaires, but they have a material body. They're not even demigods. They're only humans on this earthly plane. They live for less than 100 years. So, how they are going to become the supreme enjoyer? But they think that because they've accumulated money, riches, wealth, labh, that this will make them happy. But we see that those who have that tremendous wealth, they try to buy their sense gratification, whether it's women, or it's houses, or cars, or whatever, within the material world, so they can enjoy with their senses. You see, they try to buy this, purchase with money. But did they purchase happiness? Can they purchase with their money happiness? No. They think they can. And they think that they did it, that they purchased happiness. But how long did that happiness last? Immediately suffering. Because ashashvatam. It's temporary. It's temporary. But in the spiritual world, Krishna's pastimes are eternal. They're going on forever and ever and ever, and they're ever fresh. This is very important to understand. The word Nava Nava Yamayana. Nava Nava means newer and newer, fresh, always fresh. Nava Nava Yamayana. That means that Krishna's pastimes, they never become old. They're ever fresh. So, Srimati Radhika, so many times Gurudev in his book, his Secret Truths of the Bhagavatam, he's explaining this point. That Srimati Radhika's prem is so amazing and astonishing that it enables her to see me by all of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Rupanuga Acharyas, to make us try to comprehend that there is this transcendental realm where there is no past, no future. Everything is present, 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 present. It's hard for us to understand that because our brain and our material subtle mind, they're made of matter. And matter is always changing and always has a beginning and always has an end. Anything made of earth, water, fire, air, ether, always changing. This body itself will go at the end of this life. This body will just go into the earth and it will be eaten by worms and so forth in the earth, or it will be burned and turned into ashes, this body, or it will simply be thrown somewhere where the birds and the jackals, they all come and eat this body. So it will become the stool from the animal. This is the inevitable end of this body, and all the bodies that are connected with this body, what we think are very dear to us. But they'll all end, all of them. Gurudev talks about this quite a bit in this book. Why? So that we can give up our attachment to this and we can stop our illusory identification with this temporary body. It's essential. It is absolutely essential that we do this if we want to discover our real eternal identity. Our eternal identity as an eternal servant of Krishna in Krishna's eternal Goloka Vrindavan Dham. In one of the rasas, 5 rasas there are, but really in Goloka there's only 4. Because even neutrality, even Shantaras in Goloka Vrindavan, like the trees, for example, they're in Shantaras. But in Goloka Vrindavan, the trees, they're fully conscious and they have a relationship with Krishna. When Krishna comes, stands underneath the tree and his body touches experience, the tree experiences what the gopis are experiencing when Krishna touches them, when Krishna touches their bodies. The trees experience that. So nothing in Goloka Vrindavan is without this sweetness, madhurya. So if we one day want to become supremely fortunate, already we're very fortunate because we've been introduced to Krishna. We've been introduced to the Vedic knowledge. We've been introduced to the Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. But if we want to become supremely fortunate, we'll have to practice very diligently every single day. We'll have to practice our chanting of the Mahamantra, which has been given to us as the method by chanting this Mahamantra. And Mahaprabhu used to say that only I will take prasad in the house of a lakpati. You know what a lakh is, or lakh? Lakh means 100,000. 1 lakh. nowadays we call 1 lakh of rupees. Like this. So, but Mahaprabhu called anyone who would chant 1 lakh every day, that is 64 rounds on the Japamala, that he's called a Lakpati. And Mahaprabhu said, okay, I will come to the house of a Lakpati. If anyone wants to invite me, and they want to cook, and they want to give this to me, I will accept it if they are Lakpatis. Pretty high standard, you see. So there's many things to say about that. But my point is that we have to be very, very diligent. And we have to regulate our lives. We should go to sleep at a certain time. We should awaken at a certain time. We should eat at a certain time. We should take our bath at a certain time. All of these regulated principles are built into the process of Uttama Bhakti. That's all described by Rupa Goswami. So, Srila Prabhupada was so incredible, so astonishing what he accomplished in his preaching mission, to actually ignite this flame in the heart of thousands and thousands, actually hundreds of thousands. And even now, through his books and everything, he's still igniting this flame of the desire to love Krishna in the hearts of millions and millions of people. And they're trying to chant Hare Krishna. So the chanting of a beginning level devotee is not the same as someone who has practiced entire life with sincerity. There is a big difference. Those who have come to advance to higher levels. So through the chanting of the Maha Mantra, this is the means given. And also not just the Maha Mantra, but the expansions of the Maha Mantra. What is that? The expansions of the Maha Mantra. Prabhupada explained. All the songs, all the, stavas, prayers, stutis, songs that have been written over thousands of years by great, great devotees who have pure love for Krishna, Krishna prema. All of their songs, they are actually expansions of the Maha Mantra. So this is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself chanted the Maha Mantra and gave that. This is why Nityananda Prabhu was told by Mahaprabhu and also Haridas Thakur that they should go door to door and request everyone to chant the names of Krishna. This movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is based completely 100,000% on chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And trying to chant with sincerity, with the mood, feeling oneself according to the Sikh Shastakam prayers of Mahaprabhu, like is lower than a straw in the street. Very humble mood, very tolerant like a tree, giving respect to all. Why respect all? Gurudev explained. In every single living being, whether it's a tree, an animal, an insect, a bird, a human being, there is the Jivatma, is there. The Jivatma is a tiny little fragmental part and parcel, atomic in size, atomic, so tiny. And that tiny little Jivatma is actually Krishna's own manifestation of his Shakti, called Jiva Shakti. So we are Krishna's Shakti. We belong in that category, that we are his energy. But we are not this temporary energy of this material world. We are Krishna's eternal spiritual energy. His Chit Shakti which is in the spiritual world. But the Jivatma is also Chit, fully conscious. Sat Chit. And in the Jivatma is also Ananda, Ladini Shakti, this potency of pleasure, happiness, but very tiny, minute is our size. And our function is to serve the supreme enjoyer, Krishna, and to serve Radha and Krishna. Who is the greatest servant of Krishna? Radha. No one can compare at all, ever, ever, ever. Srimati Radhika, her body is made of Mahabhav, of the highest prem for Krishna. Her body is made of that. So she exists for giving happiness to Krishna. That is her whole purpose of existence. And she is the what? The Purna Shakti, the complete potency of Krishna. You know, in this whole creation that we are in, this creation, we only see a little bit of it from our eyes and our senses. But this creation is very vast. The whole millions of material universes. And beyond this material universes, there is the Viraja, like a river, like a transcendental river that separates the material world from the spiritual world. Yes. But in the spiritual world, it's many times bigger than all the universes combined together of this material world. So this is inconceivable. There's no way for us to understand this at all. It's inconceivable. But one thing we can understand is that everything that exists, it is Krishna's energy. It's Krishna's energy. It belongs to Krishna. So we are one of the energies of Krishna. We are called Jiva Atma, or Jiva Shakti, the living entity, the living potency. This Jiva Shakti is the subject matter of studying this type of energy of Krishna is called Jiva Tattva. Jiva Tattva, the truth of the Jiva. That is the first subject matter that Krishna speaks to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. That is the first topic. Krishna tells Arjuna, Arjuna, there was never a time when I did not exist. Krishna is telling that to Arjuna. There was never a time when I did not exist. But also there was never a time when you did not exist. And there was never a time when all these millions of warriors on the battlefield, there was never a time when they did not exist. And in the future, all of us, you, me, all these, we will always exist. We will never stop existing. We are eternal. And then after giving this information to Arjuna, now Krishna begins to explain how we are eternal and what we are. What we are. And that's this first topic in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yata dehe komaram yovidam jara. He begins to explain Atma Tattva, Atma Gyan. So, this is a vast subject matter. It is called Tattva Siddhanta. Tattva. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has summarized all the different categories of Tattva in 10 different categories called Das Mool Tattva. That is given very elaborately in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's book, Jaiva Dharma. But we must understand that actually everything that exists, everything, all the water, all the land, all the trees, the sky, the sun, the moon, everything is Krishna's energy. It's created by Krishna. It came from Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Matak sarvam pravartate. Everything has emanated from Krishna. But in his entire creation, there's only two entities. Only two categories. Krishna and Krishna's Shakti. That's all. How do we know that? Because this universe is created by Krishna. All the elements, the material elements, the material nature, it comes from Krishna. From his expansion of expansion of expansion of expansion. Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Mahavishnu, all of that. But all the elements and everything come from Krishna. And all the jivas, all the living entities, we all come from Krishna. So we are in the category of Krishna's Shakti. We can never be Krishna. This is the bogus, very false philosophy of the Mayavadis, where they think that they can become the supreme absolute truth, Brahman, God himself. It's all very, very... And Mahaprabhu defeated all these Mayavadis. He defeated their misconceptions and their arguments. And he converted them into becoming Vaishnavas. So the Shakti, there are two entities, Krishna and Krishna's energy. So Krishna and Krishna's energy are in the form of who? Radha, Krishna's energy, and Krishna. So Radha is called Krishna's Purna Shakti, Krishna's supreme potency. Purna means complete. Complete. In other words, there's nothing outside of Radha. She is the energy of Krishna. And all energy is expansion of her. All Shakti, all potency. She also expands herself. Just like in the material universe. She expands herself as Durga. To control the material energy. You see? And Krishna expands himself as who? Lord Shiva. So, Krishna Purna Shakti, that is Srimati Radharani. Krishna Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man. Shakti Man means who is the owner, who is the possessor of this energy. Just like if we produce a child, any human being can do this. It takes two, male, female, and they can produce an offspring. And in the woman's body, the body takes shape over 9 months and all of this takes place. Are we controlling that? Are we controlling that? No. It's going on automatically. But when the child is born, immediately we have this sense, this is my child. Mine, 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 mine. Came from my body, this is my child. So where does that sense of ownership come? It comes from Krishna. Because actually Krishna owns everything and everyone. We all belong to him. He is the only owner and controller of everything and everyone. Yes, he expands himself, and that's why I'm saying that there is nothing but Krishna and his Shakti. So in the category of Krishna, there's unlimited, infinite numbers of expansions of Krishna himself. They're all Bhagavan. And the jivas are Shakti expansions. They're not expansions of Krishna. The expansions of Krishna are called what? Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva. They are non-different than Krishna himself. So, these Vishnu Tattva expansions are the source of everything. They're the controllers of everything. But who is the origin of all of those Vishnu Tattva expansions? Krishna. Which Krishna? The original Krishna. Where is he living, this original Krishna? Oh, he's living in his eternal planet, Goloka Vrindavan, shaped like lotus flower. I liked that when I became a new devotee. Because in the Bible they have no description of gods. They have a little bit. But everybody imagines that it's some kind of ethereal place with a lot of clouds and floating with angels and wings like little angels and all of this. But when I learned that Krishna has his eternal planet, and it's the highest amongst all the eternal planets, and there's a whole realm where there are millions of these eternal planets, and each one of those eternal planets, Vaikuntha planets, are larger than our entire universe. But in that realm, the highest planet is Goloka Vrindavan. You know, Prabhupada, on his Srimad Bhagavatam, on the cover, what did he depict on the cover of the Srimad Bhagavatam that he designed and had an artist paint it? And he did that in India before he came to the West. What did he show on his cover? Of course, later on, his disciples, ISKCON artists, they repainted that in a very colorful way. But the original painting also with words describing. This is the map of the creation. And the Srimad Bhagavatam is telling about this map of the creation and where it comes from. The whole Srimad Bhagavatam is describing this in 12 cantos. So this map of this creation is depicted there with the Goloka Vrindavan planet in the top of the cover, in the top, and it's taking up a big large area, and it's shaped like a lotus flower. Lotuses are very important for us, you see. They're very important. Why? Because lotuses, they are the most beautiful flower. And there's many varieties of them, many colors of lotuses. But everything is compared to lotus. Krishna's beautiful eyes, lotus eyes. Radha's beautiful lotus petal eyes. Krishna's lotus fingers, lotus hands, lotus feet, lotus toes. Everything is lotus. Why? Because it's so stunningly beautiful, soft, sweet, fragrant. Everything is lotus. Where he lives is a huge lotus-shaped planet. It's all about beauty. That's why Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj describes beauty is the supreme controller of everything. Not power, strength. Beauty is the supreme controller of everything. That is why here in this material world you see the reflection. That people always want to show very beautiful looking people, fashion models with their facial features, their bodies and so forth, that look beautiful to our eyes. Because it attracts you. It attracts everybody. That's why they use beauty. Because it's attractive. So, Krishna, he has 6 opulences. You know what his 6 opulences are? He's Bhagavan and he possesses 6 different opulences. To what extent? Infinite. So what are his 6 opulences? Say them according to the shloka. And if you don't know the shloka, then say, I don't know the shloka. Do you know the shloka? Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashasha shriya jnana vairagya yoschaiva sannam bhaga itingana. Srila Prabhupada, in his introduction to his 10th canto summary of the Krishna book, Krishna Supreme Personality of Godhead, he wrote an amazing, beautiful introduction. And there he explained how Krishna is Sad Aishwarya Purna Bhagavan. What does that mean? Shad Aishwarya. Aishwarya means opulences. Bhagatstva, or whatever you call it. Opulences. And Krishna is Shad Aishwarya. That means 6 opulences. Shad Aishwarya Purna. Purna means complete. He possesses 6 opulences complete. What are they? Aishwaryasya. Aishwarya also refers to wealth. To wealth. How much wealth does Krishna possess? Well, it's quite easy, theoretically speaking, to say he possesses all wealth that exists is his. Because it all comes from him. It is his energy. All the universes, everyone, all the jivas, all energy, he is Shaktiman. He is the possessor. So, all wealth that exists, anywhere in this universe, on any planet, in other universes, in the spiritual world, all belongs to Krishna. Try to comprehend that. Everything belongs to him. It's his energy. So, Shad Aishwarya Purna Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulences. Van means he who possesses Bhaga, opulences. That's why his name is Bhagavan. Did you know that? Well, you better know it now. After so many years, you better understand. Why is the Bhagavad Gita? Why is that name Bhagavan in the word Bhagavad Gita, what he spoke? Because in the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna just begins to speak, the person who is repeating this Bhagavad Gita, that is Sanjay, a mystic Vaishnava, who was sitting with Dhritarashtra, the blind king, many miles away from the battlefield of Kurukshetra, but he could see within his heart exactly what was taking place on the battlefield and exactly what were the words Krishna was telling. So he told those words, Sanjay, to Dhritarashtra. And when he began to tell that now Krishna is speaking this, what did he say? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Who's speaking? Uvacha means speaking. And who's speaking? Bhagavan. There's only one Bhagavan, not 2. Yes, there are expansions, millions and millions of expansions, but there's only one Supreme Bhagavan. All of these expansions are himself. They're his actual own self. All of these expansions. So Shad Aishwarya Purna Bhagavan, that supreme absolute possessor of all opulences complete. 6 opulences complete. So what are these 6 opulences? Back to our verse. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Samagrasya means complete, full, all opulence, all wealth. Viryasya. Aishwaryasya samagrasya. Virya. Virya means power. Power. Energy. He has unlimited, infinite energy. Do we have that? No. Do we have that? No. No. We're just very, very weak. Very weak. Anyone can just suddenly come and kill us, injure us, or we can injure ourselves. These bodies are very fragile. But the bodies of the Kshatriyas on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they're very, very strong and powerful. They're not ordinary human beings. They're very powerful. They can fight, one Kshatriya can fight against 10,000 warriors. These are called Maharathis. But even they, how powerful are they in comparison with the sun planet, in comparison with all the universal planets moving? Can they control that? No. But Bhagavan can control. That's why Virya. Virya means power. Heroism. Power. Then the next opulence, Yasha. Famous. You know, in this material world, people are always very interested. Either they want to become very famous so that people will know them everywhere. Now on internet, there's so many people, you know, who make their podcasts and they post videos and they become, what is it called, when it goes viral? And it's just like millions of people know them. And they're just sitting in their house. But fame is an opulence. That's why everybody likes to hear about celebrities, musicians, actors, all of these celebrities. They like to hear about them. So, Yasha means fame. Who is the most famous? Who is the most famous is Krishna. Krishna is known throughout the entire creation by unlimited numbers of living entities, from demigods all the way down to the human beings. Krishna is known. He is the most famous. Aishwarya, Virya, Yasha, fame. Then comes what? Aishwaryasya samagrasya, Viryasya yashasha. Now comes the most important and the most prominent amongst these six opulences. Number 4, Shriyam. What does Shriyam mean? Yes. Shriyam means beauty. And do you know who is the most beautiful? Krishna. He has all beauty in full. But yet, there is another who is even more beautiful than him. And who is that? Srimati Radharani. Yes. She is more beautiful than Krishna. How can we know that? Because Krishna is attracted to her. She can control Krishna. All of her qualities, all of her beautiful bodily features, her voice, her singing, her dancing, her playing musical instruments, her poetry, her walking, her everything about Srimati Radhika is unlimitedly beautiful. And do you know what her name is? What is Radharani's name? Shriji. In Varshana. Shri means beauty. also means opulence, just like goddess Lakshmi, Lakshmi Narayan. She is also called Shri. But Srimati Radhika is the origin of all Lakshmis. Just like Krishna is the origin of all expansions of Bhagavan. He's the origin. So Shri Ji, that is the temple name in the top of the hill in Varshana. Shri Ji Mandir. Yes. So to understand how beautiful Srimati Radhika is, therefore all of our great acharyas, they have composed so many beautiful descriptions of her beauty, her bodily features, everything about her. And therefore, our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, he taught us one particular stuti, prayer. It's called Kripa Kataksha Stavaraj. Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavaraj. Stava means prayer. Raj means king. This is the king of all prayers. And what is it telling? It's telling about the sidelong glance of Srimati Radharani. Kada karishyasi hamam kripa kataksha bhajanam. Kripa kataksha. So our Gurudev, he introduced this song all over the world. And what else? Another song about Krishna. It's only half as long. Nanda Nandanashtakam. Namami Nanda Nandana, Namami Nanda Nandana. Every single Kartik. In fact, they also sing it in Gurudev's temples throughout Chaturmasya. Every morning. Both of these prayers, you see. And so, hundreds of times, we were sitting with Gurudev, either in Vrindavan or here in Navadvip, but especially during Kartik time in Vrindavan. Because every single day for the entire 1 month, every morning, every evening, these two stavas. Very important. We should chant them, we should memorize them, we should understand the meaning of each and every word, because there is the most amazing description of Srimati Radhika. Yes. Munindra Vrinda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harani Prasanna Vaktra Pankajeni Kunja Bhuvi Lasani Brajendra Bhanu Nandani Brajendra Sunu Sangate Kada Karishyasi Hama Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. Oh, when will Srimati Radharani be so kind and merciful to me? Kripa, she will give her mercy in the form of her sidelong glance. Srimati Radhika glances at the gopis, at the manjaris especially. Just by her glance, she gives them instructions, do this, do this, do this. You see? So to receive the merciful sidelong glance of Srimati Radhika is our highest aspiration. So no one can understand Srimati Radharani, who is the Purna Shakti of Bhagavan, without understanding Bhagavan. You can't separate them. You can't just ever attain their lotus feet. You have to worship both, and that's why Maha Mantra, most powerful, empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself for the deliverance of the fallen conditioned souls in this Kali Yuga, this Danya Kali Yuga. Maha Mantra is eternal. Maha Mantra is also there in every Yuga, in every Kali Yuga. Maha Mantra is known. But when Mahaprabhu came, he specially empowered, he imbued the power by chanting this Maha Mantra in this Kali Yuga and worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what will be attained? Braja Prem. Braj Prem will be attained. In other Kali Yugas, you don't attain Braja Prem. In other Kali Yugas, also there is Nam Samkirtan. But you cannot attain Braja Prem. Only Vaikuntha Prem. Why? Because the Yuga avatar is an expansion of Vishnu. Only Krishna and only Radha can give Braj Prem. So therefore they came in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar, to give this gift that was never given before. Anarpita charim chirat kurunayavatirna kalo. Samarpaitum unatojvala rasam swabhakti shriyam. They gave this gift. Mahaprabhu descended. Radha and Krishna combined together in the most merciful form to give the greatest thing that has ever been given. How to attain that? By Nam Samkirtan and performing Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti. They cannot be obtained by mixed Bhakti. You can make progress, but it will take you some lifetimes. But if you fix your mind, your heart, your intelligence, everything at the lotus feet of Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, all of our Gaudiya Acharyas, you follow them as a tiny little menial, insignificant servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And you perform this process in your life every single day until your last breath leaves your body. You do that. And what will you attain? Oh, the highest. So, it may take more than one life because we have to progress from the beginning stages of Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Anartha Nivritti, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, then finally Bhav. But what are we performing all these? What is the goal? What is the objective? What do we want to attain by our practices every day? We want to attain Bhav. Because Bhav is the beginning stage of Prem. And in the stage of Bhav, then your spiritual body, your spiritual form is revealed to you within your heart. Now you are no longer in the material world. You're physically, externally, you have this body in the material world, but your Atma is in the spiritual world. 24 hours a day. Yes. That is the nature of the Uttam Mahabhagavad Vaishnavas. They don't live in the material world. They're transcendentally situated in the spiritual realm, internally. But externally they're here to give their mercy to the conditioned souls. So, if we chant, this is the most number one important thing, is chanting every day, Maha Mantra. Minimum 16 rounds. And if something happens that you cannot, maximum 4. But that is not for every day. No. We should chant as has been instructed by our Guru Varga, by Srila Prabhupada especially. He gave that number, 16 rounds. It's not a joke. If we do that sincerely, we will advance. So, yes. So Krishna is the possessor of all Shakti. Shrimati Radharani is all Shakti. So that means that she has expanded herself to serve Krishna through energy, Krishna's energy. And we are one of those tiny little minute units of her energy. We call it Jiva Shakti. We exist to serve Krishna, but especially to serve Srimati Radhika, who is serving Krishna. Because no one can serve Krishna as well as her. So we want to assist her in her service. This is what Mahaprabhu came to give to the jivas. Radha Dasyam. Service to the lotus feet of Radha. But you cannot attain that without developing your love for Krishna. Neophyte devotees, sometimes they become very confused. And they think, oh, I just want Radha. I just want to become the Dasi of Radha. You think that will please Radha without serving Krishna? No. Srimati Radhika always wants to serve Krishna. So all those who are her associates of hers, they love Krishna. You see. You cannot be with Radha without loving Krishna. No. Not possible. So we're trying to develop our Krishna Prem. And the process has been given by Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami has given us the process. It's very clear what we need to do. But the difficulty is to do it. And that means that so many anarthas are there, and so many material distractions and material desires, and it's a difficult stage to progress. But if we are very determined, and every day we chant, every day we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we hear Srimad Bhagavatam and the other literatures, every day we take Krishna Prasadam, only Krishna Prasadam we take. Every day we go and take darshan of Thakur Ji, who has mercifully manifested. Those who are Mahabhagavats, they don't see marble. They don't see brass. They see Krishna directly. When Mahaprabhu came, he has the vision of Radharani, all her moods. When Mahaprabhu would enter the temple of Jagannath, he did not see Jagannath like we see Jagannath, with his very big eyes and all of that. No. But actually that form is the form of Krishna when he was overwhelmed with Srimati Radhika's Mahabhav. And his arms went into his body, his legs. This is Jagannath. This is Krishna. You see. So, but Mahaprabhu only saw, as Radharani sees Krishna, in his Shyama Sundar, standing in that beautiful posture, threefold bending form, Shyama Sundar, holding flute, with his lotus eyes glancing like this. All these descriptions are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. How Krishna stands, how Krishna walks, how Krishna dances, how Krishna plays his flute. All of these are there, described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Unlimited descriptions are there. And Krishna's pastimes are unlimited. You know, Srila Prabhupada told one time, I was in Chicago. This is in the first few months, 3 months, 4 months, that I was a devotee in 1970. And I was sent to Chicago. And there was one devotee there named Mahananda Das. He's still a Prabhupada disciple. He's there on Facebook. And he was very concerned that we should always hear Krishna's pastimes continually. Only hear Krishna, don't hear anything else. Don't talk about anything else. Like this. So he wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada, and we actually got that letter responded to in our tiny little storefront Chicago temple. Srila Prabhupada wrote back from India. And he said, yes, you should hear the pastimes of Krishna. You should hear them. You should also read my Krishna book. That's why I have given it. So that you can hear about Krishna. And you can hear about Krishna's associates and everything about Krishna. You can hear and chant. But all of the pastimes of Krishna, not just the ones described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, not only those, all the pastimes of Krishna that Krishna performs. Unlimited, infinite number of pastimes. Did many of those pastimes, were they described what the Goswamis have written in their books? They were not described in such detail in Srimad Bhagavatam. But what did the 6 Goswamis do? They went in Braj to the very places, the Leela Stulis, where Krishna performed particular pastimes. Just like Rupa Goswami went to Ter Kadamba, Sanatan Goswami went to Pavan Sarovara, and many, many other places in Braj. And they also wandered here and there. Doing what? Chanting the names of Radhe. Hey Radhe, Braja Devi Ke, Chalalite, Hey Nanda Suno Kutaha. O Radhe, O Lalite, O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, where are you? Where are you? Shri Govardhana Kalpapada Patale Kalindi Vanye Kutaha. Are you at the foot of Govardhan Hill? Are you there? Or Kalindi Yamuna River? Are you on the banks of the Yamuna? Where are you? Where are you? They'd be searching in bhav, complete ecstasy, like mad. They're completely mad. Gosanta Viti Sarvato Vrajapure Ke Dair Mahavivalo. You know what that means? Mahavivalo means Krishna Prem that drives you completely mad and crazy. Mahavivalo. Gosanta Viti Sarvato Vrajapure. They wandered here and there everywhere. Where? In Brajapur, in Braj Mandala. Bande Rupa Sanatano, Ragujavo, Shri Jiva Gopalako. So they demonstrated to us. That's why Mahaprabhu sent them to Braj, to reveal the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and they wrote them in their books. So Prabhupada said that when you become perfect in your chanting, you will automatically envision within your heart so many pastimes of Krishna that you have never heard before. Pastimes of Radha and Krishna you've never heard. Ever fresh. New pastimes. So, what is this material world and all these temporary attachments in comparison to that? Nothing. But Krishna has given us this human form of life, which is so valuable, because in this human form of life, we can practice this process of bhakti yoga, uttam bhakti, and we can attain all these stages. So, on Radhastami, we have to first of all know who is Radha. And there, that begins with Radha Tattva. But then it expands into every aspect, every facet of Radha Tattva. Radha's beautiful form, her beautiful qualities, her beautiful pastimes. Nam, Guna, Rupa, Leela, and many names. So many beautiful names of Srimati Radhika. Ashtashaki Shiromani. She's the crest jewel of all the 8 principal gopis. That is Radha. You see? So Srila Prabhupada, he didn't sing this song until 1970. He did not introduce it for the first 6 years. For the first 4 years. 5 years, but 4 years of after he started his institution and began to travel around the world, and so many temples were introduced. But when Prabhupada went back to India in 1970, which is when I joined, as you know, August of 70, then Srila Prabhupada traveled around India with his flock of disciples. They were all following Srila Prabhupada wherever he would go. And they would do kirtan. That was their only service. Kirtan, kirtan, kirtan. And preaching. So he would display, here are my white elephants, dancing white elephants. And in this way, Srila Prabhupada amazed the intelligentsia, the scholarly class, the wealthy Vaishya class who were owners of huge companies. And he went all around India, making them his life members. They would have to become his life member. So Srila Prabhupada, while he was there in India, in those around approximately 10 months, then he returned to America. I told the other day how Prabhupada came first to Moscow, and then he came to West Coast America, then he came to Detroit, where we saw him the first time. But during that first year that Prabhupada was back in India with his disciples, then he introduced one song written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And I remember hearing it for the first time. We were in a van going somewhere from Detroit to, I don't know, somewhere. And our Bhagavan Das, who was the first temple president of the first temple, he had received, I don't know if it was a recording or what, but he began to sing this song, and he said, Srila Prabhupada has introduced this song there in India, that he sings it every time before he speaks. Before he gives a class, he sings this song. And then we heard the melody, and we all sang together. So Srila Prabhupada sang that song, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. It's only 4 lines. But within this, and who described this in more detail? Srila Gurudev, Srila Narayan Maharaj. He began to explain why did Srila Prabhupada sing this particular song where Krishna is known as Kunja Vihari. Because Krishna, when he plays with the cowherd boys, it is not his name, playing with the cowherd boys. When he is in kunjas, nikunja, very secret places, where Krishna cannot be seen by his cowherd boyfriends, and Krishna goes there, one Priyanarma Saka, who are on the highest level of sakas, of cowherd friends of Krishna, like Madhumangal and Subal and so forth. But Krishna, when he is in that mood, then Krishna is called Kunja Bihari. Because Bihar means pastimes. He is playing so many sweet pastimes in the kunjas. With who? By himself? No. With his gopis. And with especially Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika's name is Nikunjeshwari. She is the Ishwari of all Nikunja pastimes of Krishna. So, this is, Srila Prabhupada used to say that this song is like a window to Vrindavan. It is like a window looking into Vrindavan. And when Prabhupada would sing this song, and there are videos, you can watch them, Gopadev was very lucky, because when he joined in the temple in 1974, many months, 72, Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of Sajan Maharaj. 72. Right. And he was so fortunate that he joined in the place where Srila Prabhupada would stay for long periods of time. All the other temples, Prabhupada would only visit briefly throughout the world. But Los Angeles was his main, worldwide center. It was his office of all of his worldwide preaching activities. So he was very fortunate because many, many times he was there in front of Srila Prabhupada when Prabhupada is singing Jaya Radha Madhava. And I also, many times, but not as many, he was like, oh, someday he should calculate how many actual times, in a general way, calculating how many times. But when we were in front of Srila Prabhupada and he sang Jaya Radha Madhava, and he would quite often close his eyes. And we kind of understood the meaning of the words, but not fully. But Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Pallava Giri Bharadari, Yashoda Nandana, Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vana Chari. So, but the true import of those words were really enhanced and really deeply explained by Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. And, what we meditate upon and what kind of moods come within our heart when we sing and we hear that song being sung. But when Srila Prabhupada would sing that song, his whole body would be trembling. His whole body would be trembling. And we would all be watching and trying to understand what is Prabhupada's deep, deep internal moods, trying to understand, but that was not an easy thing to understand those moods. But such a simple, short song. All the moods of Braja Prem, all the moods of Gopi Prem, everything was in this song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and many of his other songs as well. Like what? Yashamati Nandana, Braja Paranagara, Gokula Ranjana, Kana. All names of Krishna. Gurudev has also explained that whole song, word for word. It's in this book, The Secret Truths of the Bhagavatam. When he went to a devotee's house, then they sang that song, and then Gurudev explained. So, to understand all of these kind of moods is really what we are trying to accomplish in our Radhastami worship and observation of this very sacred day, the appearance day of Srimati Radhika. So to hear about her and to hear about all of her qualities and so forth, this is what we do on Radhastami. And leading up to Radhastami, we discuss what Gurudev has told, what Bhaktivinoda Thakur has told, what Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj has told, and so forth. Because our goal is ultimately Radha Dasyam. But that is a very high thing. It is not cheap thing just to say the words Radha Dasyam. That is nothing. But to comprehend how Radha Dasyam is the ultimate attainment of the jiva. And how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give that to us. Like this. So, that's the topic for today, and on our next class, today is Friday, and our next class is on Sunday, and then on Sunday we'll also discuss Radha Tattva, and we'll read a lot of nectar about Srimati Radhika on that next day, on Sunday. Then we will observe Radhastami Day on Wednesday. And we will hear only the sweetest nectar. Only the sweetest nectar that has come from the realized acharyas and what they have written, what they have given. We will dip into that and try to get a few drops of this on our heads. That is what we want on Radhastami Day. And we were also discussing that on the day before Radhastami, so Srimati Lalita Devi's appearance day is one day before Srimati Radhika's appearance day. And her appearance day is called Lalita Saptami, because she's born on the 7th day. So, of course, we're following this calendar according to what Gaudiya Math is following. But what Madhukar has told is that on the Monday, the 9th, the Gopinath Gaudiya Math, he often refers to GGM, Gopinath Gaudiya Math, because they're following very specific. And he says that they're following Lalita Devi's appearance day on Monday. So how that goes on with the different titis and so forth, I have no idea. But at any rate, on the calendar here is on the 10th, Tuesday, is Lalita Devi's appearance day, and the next day, Wednesday, the 11th, is Srimati Radhika's appearance day. Radhastami Day, on Wednesday, the 11th. So, I will see that, because we will have class on Sunday, the 8th, and then Monday, the 9th. Maybe I will go to Mayapur and perhaps visit there to Gopinath Gaudiya Math on that Monday. But really we should observe both of these days, Lalita Saptami and Radhastami. They should be observed. But I think that it will be maybe not so possible to observe both. Yeah.
And you could ask Madhukar, because it's described that Lalita Devi is born 27 days before Radha.
Acha.
So I don't understand why.
Yeah.
I don't know. You may ask him.
Yeah. I should do that. We should find that out. But anyway, we will have class on Sunday, and then we will have class on Wednesday here for Radhastami. Okay? So those next 2 days, Sunday the 8th and Wednesday the 11th, we'll have class here. Okay? And after that, then there's a nice, very thorough week of back-to-back very special appearance days and so forth. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, yes, and disappearance of Srila Haridas Thakur, disappearance of Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj, and on the Sunday the 15th is Vaman Dvadashi and the appearance day of Jiva Goswami, like that. And it's also a Mahadvadashi day, so that will be our next fasting day, which is Sunday the 15th. Up to that point, there is no other fasting day. Yeah. Okay, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Vrishabhanu Nandani Shrimati Radharani Ki Jai. Shri Radhastami Mahamahotsav Titi Ki Jai. Transcendental Appearance Day of Shri Radharani Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Oh Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur. Anitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Haribo. Om Vrindai Tulsidevai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo. Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All glory to the assembled devotees, Sya slava saprafyamsya priyadani. And the other two opulences I didn't mention. Aishvaryasya Viryasya Shriyam. Jnana Vairagyayas Chaiva. Jnana means knowledge. Okay? Krishna knows everything. Past, present, future, everything. All living in it, he knows everything. And Vairagya means what? Renunciation, detachment. He's the most detached. No one can exhibit any detachment like him. So, in that way, Krishna possesses 6 opulences. Shad means 6. Shad Aishwarya Purna. He is Bhagavan who possesses 6 opulences in full. Okay. Hare Krishna.